Buongiorno! What's going on, everybody? I'm Noah from Techno Buffalo. What is in the box? This box is actually starting to unbox itself, so I had to kind of push it back together to get it going. In the box is a box! It's a Boxee Box! It's the Boxee Box from D-Link. The first piece of hardware to run the Boxee software, the D-Link Boxee Box. Thanks to the folks at D-Link Systems, for sending this over. Review loaner, psyched to have it. Part of my little series we're doing on connected TV. Did some stuff on the Vizio TV with the Via apps. Check that out. Very cool stuff. Couple bugs, couple flaws with it, but pretty good implementation there on an embedded system on a TV set. Here's the reviewer's guide. Also have an Apple TV in the house. Been playing around with that. Did not do an unboxing because John already did a bunch of coverage on the Apple TV. But I will be doing some coverage on it as well. You didn't need an unboxing video. But here's the Boxee Box. Been out for a little while now, a couple months. $200 is the street price. And a new version of the software just came out, I believe. So I'm going to have to check that out. I think they have Voodoo now, which is pretty cool. But the Boxee Box, on-demand TV, huge movie library. Play your own stuff, so you can load up your own media on it as well as the streaming media. It's got a social component. And, get tons of free entertainment. Well, we'll have to see about that. But the Boxee software's been out for a while. I actually hacked. I didn't do the hacking. I just followed the directions online. Somebody else did the hard work. An Apple TV, first-gen Apple TV a while ago, and put Boxee on it. But there wasn't a whole lot. The platform and then the implementation on the Apple TV, there wasn't a whole lot going on there. It was interesting to check out, but not too much there. But now with the Boxee Box, its own dedicated hardware, and then, of course, the new software. Very curious to check it out. Here's the box itself. Very small. It's made by D-Link. It smells like all sorts of plasticky chemicals. But the fluorescent green, and then, meant to sort of stand. If we can get this on camera here, we'll use the black. Meant to kind of stand this way. So kind of a strange looking device here, but very eye-catching for sure. And then on the back you've got your ports. So you've got an Ethernet port for LAN connectivity, two USB ports, HDMI out, optical audio out, and left-right mono audio out, as well as your power input. And then also in the box, in the Boxee Box, we've also got the infamous remote. So you've also got your power brick, and then you've got your USB cable, HDMI cable rather. Kind of nice they included that, so you don't have to go buy one. Pro tip, kids: buy the cheap HDMI cables. It's not worth getting the fancy ones. Just get the real cheap ones. So here's the remote, and the remote is a piece of work. It's got a full QWERTY board on the back, full QWERTY thumb board, and then on the front it's got kind of your slightly more standard, still doesn't look like a normal TV remote, but from the future. Kind of a D-pad set up here with a select button in the middle, play pause button, and then a menu button on the bottom. But then full QWERTY underneath. And when I was doing the Vizio, I guess some of you commented on YouTube and on Twitter and stuff that the more expensive Vizio TVs, the larger ones, have a slide-out QWERTY remote, I guess. So I could have used that for sure on the one I was reviewing. But the Boxee Box with a full QWERTY remote here. So let's get this set up on the TV, powered up, and see what's going on with the software on the Boxee Box. And it looked like the resolution flashed from 480p to 1080i back to 480p, so we'll see what's going on here. Let's get it started up. Here's the remote again. QWERTY side, non-QWERTY side. So we'll use the non-QWERTY side. We'll start. So already I'm enjoying the QWERTY side of the keyboard. It makes it much easier to type in your password. No numbers on the keyboard. No dedicated numerical keys, I should say. Instead, you've got these alt keys, so your numerical row across the top. Which, too bad, but also for space-saving purposes probably makes sense. So we'll connect to the Wi-Fi. There is an Ethernet jack, and I don't have it connected via Ethernet right now just because it was easier. So we've got to size this manually, which I think it's, I gave Google some grief about this when I reviewed, when I checked out the Google TV box for my own blog before I started with Techno Buffalo. And, I'll give Boxee the same grief here. I don't know if Apple can create a system. Granted, I know there's no web browser on the Apple system, so maybe that is part of it. But if Apple can create an auto-detect system for Apple TV, I think these guys should be able to as well. But what are you going to do? I think it looks good. All right, so new user. Create an account here. All right, so account created. All set. They just sent me a link to confirm my address, all that stuff, so I may have to go on to my email and do that. Update, well, update required, I guess we better do it. Always great when you get a new gadget and you plug it in and you go through the whole setup process, register all that stuff, and then the first thing you have to do is update it. But it'll be worth it, I'm sure. Alright, so software update installed. Took probably about 3 minutes. I didn't time it, I should have timed it. But I didn't, but it took like 3 minutes. I don't know. I ran back to the computer. I found the email that Boxee had sent me. Alright, we're in 720p now. I found the email Boxee had sent me to activate my account. So I clicked that, and Boxee asked me to put in my name, first name, last name, and a photo, or to connect via Facebook. So I connected via Facebook, and then I got the thing about posting my wall automatically and stuff, and I was like, well, what if I start watching, I don't know, like old Sesame Street videos on Boxee? Do I want those automatically posted? What if people think I'm weird because I watch Sesame Street videos or something? So I may go back and change those settings. But at any rate, let's just go through here. What do I watch most? Stuff from the web, my own files, or I'm not sure? Well, always choose I'm not sure. Alright, so here's my home, and shows, movies, apps, files, watch later, friends. Sorry, I went in kind of a random order there, but shows was highlighted, and so I thought of that first. Got some videos down here. Voodoo now available on Boxee, which is great. Techzilla is featured, Daily Show is featured, TED is featured, the Gym Box, Flickr. Alright. Let's go to movies, see what we've got. Most popular movies. Despicable Me, Inception, Social Network. Now I'm imagining Social Network is on Voodoo. Yeah, so you can rent or buy from $3.99. Downloading the... Okay, so now I have to download the Voodoo app. Alright, well we're not going to do a full review here. We're just going to do kind of a quick sort of unboxing, hands-on kind of thing. So you know I'm connected over Wi-Fi. It is connected to a cable modem, my ISP, cable modem through my ISP. I generally get around 15 megabits per second down, so should be fast enough for HD video content. Let's watch the trailer. So it's showing me only SD. I'm guessing that the trailer's in SD. Apparently I messed up with the aligning the interface because that green box was certainly off. Yeah, and you can see over on the side here, we've got more of a black bar over on this side. So apparently I messed up with the alignment. Probably when you were watching the video of this unboxing video just now, you saw exactly where I messed it up. So I'll go back and fix that. Oh, it's a Radiohead cover. Alright, well there you go. Okay, let's go back. And a nice interface there on first glance. So we will go to... Well, let's see if we type in Techno Buffalo what we get. Whoops, I hit the... okay, so this has happened to me a few times now. While I was typing, my finger's naturally resting on the back here on the D-pad or the menu button, and I accidentally pressed it when I was just sort of gripping to type. So maybe I'm more of a spaz than you are, but that's something I'm going to have to get used to. Hopefully that's not an issue with the two-side remote accidental presses of the back while you're thumb typing. Anyway, hopefully not an issue for you, apparently an issue for me. So let's search. Hey, look at that. There's John. So is this like every Techno Buffalo? We've got 13 videos powered by VideoSurf. I don't even know what VideoSurf is. So here's the intro review, the intro video that we did introducing me to you. Maybe you watched, maybe you didn't. Maybe you're still wondering, why is this guy on John's channel? So let's just see what happens here. It is not, I don't think, it's really warm where I am. It's not 73 degrees here, I don't think. So it's the YouTube website, but now the video's popping out. Interesting.
What's up, everyone? John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo here. It's been a really exciting week and a half for the site.
So I've got volume control. I'm clicking the remote here, and I was able to fast forward. You can see the scrub bar down there on the bottom, and volume control. That's kind of nice. Wanted to mute that while John was talking about my big bald shiny head. Pause. Menu. So okay, so then I can stay, leave, go to browser. Let's go to browser. And there's the web browser. So there's a full WebKit compatible browser, or compliant rather, WebKit compliant browser. I've got a cursor there, built into the Boxee Box. So I can just use, the Boxee Box as a web browser if I want to, instead of doing the whole Boxee Box thing. But let's go back. And so now we're back into the Boxee interface.
What's up, everyone? John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo here with an unboxing for you.
Yep, let's leave the video. And we'll go back. Here's the where we were in Boxee with the social network. So let's go to shows and see what's in shows. So, alright, How I Met Your Mother. Where is this coming from? Is this coming from CBS? Now I've got 3 episodes from season 6, and they're random. Episode 3, episode 6, episode 14. Oh, Fancast. Okay. So Fancast, I believe, is what Comcast is now calling their website. It's confusing. They've got Xfinity, they've got Comcast, and they've got Fancast. So ad supported. Let's hit the button and see what happens. Yeah, so now it's taking me to the Xfinity TV website. I have Comcast. I'm on Comcast ISP here. My cable modem is via Comcast, so that's why I have access to the Fancast site here, even though it is ad supported. So then I have to manually click. I would assume. Yeah, so I manually click, and now it pops out. Oh no, now it took me to iTunes. Wow. Oh, I see. I clicked on the Amazing Race ad, and it took me to the iTunes site. Interesting. All right, I'm gonna have to dig in here and get used to the Boxee Box, because there's some things that seem intuitive, some don't. I think that's just the nature of web, the crazy world of web videos right now. We've got apps, YouTube Leanback, Pandora, Voodoo, Vivo, Rev3, TED, all that stuff. Wired, CNET. Very interesting. Those of you who've used Boxee Box before, can you tell I'm a sports nut? I'm going to NBA.com instead of Geek Brief with Callie Lewis. What's wrong with me, right? But, whatever. Those of you who have been using Boxee Box for a while, and its old incarnation, like I said earlier, I hacked it onto my Apple TV. I use it on my laptop, my first-gen Apple TV, like a year or so ago, but I haven't used it in a while. But those of you who are used to it, love to hear from you in the comments, on the website, technobuffalo.com, wherever, on our Facebook page, with your insight into, how you feel about the changes in the Boxee Box UI here. The Boxee UI, I should say, not just on the box. But in the meantime, I am going to go get comfortable with Boxee Box, with how the software works and everything. I'm seeing a lot of, UI overlay that kick me out to the website. A lot of reliance here on the WebKit and apparently Flash compatible website. I'd like to find out a little bit more about what the deal is with that, and where get a better handle on where I'm staying within the it's a UI and the video shows up part of Boxee Box versus it's the UI and I click and now I'm on the website and then I have to figure out how to make the video go full screen kind of thing. But I'll make this go full screen. We'll leave you with some Inside the NBA, EJ's stat of the night. Get this full screen? Full screen? Go! There it is. All right. Till next time, my name's Noah. We'll have much more on the Boxee Box and all the other connected TV stuff we're doing over on Techno Buffalo, and of course, lots more than just TV stuff on Techno Buffalo. Believe you me, as some old pro wrestling favorite of mine used to say. Till next time, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.